Greetings wet savers and head shavers. Welcome back to OJ Shaves. Today we're going to be using Master Soap Creations Grapefruit Zest, the Wunderbar Slant by Razorock, and the Tailor of Old Bond Street 28mm Pure Badger, coming right up. And welcome back. So today, Master Soap Creations Grapefruit Zest Soap. This is excellent. Honestly, if you were to put a grapefruit in front of my face or this soap, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It is extremely true to grapefruit scent. I absolutely love it. It is a tallow-based soap and performs really, really well. Look forward to using it again today. Today's brush, Tailor of Old Bond Street 28mm Pure Badger. It's the 40p, and this is a monster. You can see the size of the knot. Like, it really has tremendous splay. Get the focus back a little bit. Just to give you a comparison, this is a 26mm sterling brush. It's called the Kong, named by Chris Bailey, and it's kind of stuck. So compared to the Kong, it's still quite huge. And this is the 30mm Yaki synthetic, and next to that it's even just a little bit taller and knot size as well. So these brushes, nice and big. I don't use a lot of Badger brushes. In fact, I don't have any at the moment. This is my only one. It was gifted to me by a friend. Look forward to using this one today. Today's razor, the Wunderbar Slant by Razorock. Quite a excellent razor. I believe one of their most expensive razors made by Razorock. I already put the blade in it, but I'm going to take it out for a second. And I'm going to reinstall it, because the best part is hearing this blade crunch, especially when you torque it down. Yeah, that's a satisfying crunch. Blade tabs are exposed. Actually, I'm going to grab the... If you're unfamiliar with the Wunderbar Slant, you might be familiar with the 37C Slant by Mercer. Oh, come on. There we go. Bit of a sharper angle, or more of a twist on the Wunderbar. Definitely a height variation. So this is the Mercer is basically what they call a cast razor, zinc alloy cast, so molten metal cast and then polished. So you don't end up with very good tolerances versus the CNC milling of the Wunderbar. This is the super knurl handle, I believe, which is really weighty, very nice. And overall, one of their more aggressive razors. It's the second most aggressive according to their scale, just under the Lupo 95, which I also have, and I'll do that. I'll do another shave with that one as well. But excellent razor. I'm gonna wet my head, let the brush soak for a few seconds, and I will be right back. Let's get going here. So the brush has been soaking for a few minutes. I've got it soaking in the water here. Badgers do hold a ton of water. Have to give them credit for that. I think just the convenience of the synthetics is a little bit different, but no pre-shave today. Just gonna focus on the soap. Squeeze the water out of the tips of the brush. Put some hot water on the soap. Start lathering. This thing is humongous. It's just filling up the container. Got about a day and a half of growth. I usually like to reserve the Wunderbar Slant for days I have multiple days of growth, because it is a tiny bit more aggressive and it's more fun to plow a thicker field, let's just say. It is very efficient. Most of the time you probably only need 2 passes. Yeah, this is just taking a ton of water. All right. Wet my head. Don't have to worry about menthol on my eyes as much. Actually, not at all today. All right. It's a very soft brush. It doesn't really seem to have a lot of feedback or backbone to it. Certainly whipping up a good lather. Yeah, definitely did. Whew. This scent is exquisite. It really is. I have a fair number of citrus scents, and this would definitely be among my favorites. I have a bunch of sterling scents, lime, lemon. I have Citrus Blast by WSP, and I think I have a couple of others as well. I have the Lemon Lime by Taylor Bond Street as well. But this is just really excellent. The grapefruit, they hit it right on the head. It's almost like they squeeze it right in there. I didn't buy the matching aftershave with my initial order, but I think this one, I will buy the aftershave. It is really quite good. So I think my 3rd shave with this particular soap. So, Wunderbar Slant with a Treet blade. I think 2nd use of this blade. Yeah, Wunderbar Slant really tears through it, and like you can literally just drag it on your head. The amount of pressure it requires is the bare minimum that you want to give it in order to make contact with your head. Anything more than that, and I think you will probably suffer some irritation. Like, I'm literally just grazing it on my head, and I can feel it plowing through. Wow. I'm gonna have to be careful on my little point at the top of my head, because yeah, it's just tearing through. Quite excellent. If you've never used a slant razor before, it looks a little weird because it has a twisted blade position, and you may not think that it's straight, but you really just use it normally. You know, if you put your bar straight on your head, you'll get a straight cut for your sideburns or anywhere else that you need a straight cut. I think this was the 2nd design of the Wunderbar Slant. I never tried the first one, but apparently it was redesigned to have a thinner head, and so you can get under your nose and that sort of thing. It is Razorock's most expensive razor, I think, because of the complexity of machining the head out of stainless steel. So the price is reflective of that. So pricing is always very honest with Razorock and Italian Barber, and we love the value that they give us in their products. I'm gonna rinse up. Be back for pass 2. Okay. Pass 2. Use this brush very much. I don't think it's fully broken in yet. I'm not terribly impressed with the performance.
I'm gonna have to give it a couple of more goes. As it stands,
I think there's still a little bit of funk coming off this brush because I think it's brand new. But
give it a little bit of time. Add a little bit more water.
All right. Second pass, across the grain.
You can definitely feel the blade. And when you're head shaving, the angle does change a little bit as you're moving along.
So you can make things interesting if you're pushing too hard.
But like I said, just enough pressure to maintain contact. Good feedback, good audible feedback. Yeah, not a razor that I think I like to shave quickly with.
Could result in some collateral damage.
Just gingerly go over my problem point. Yeah, it's grabbing something in the front here. Okay. Well, that was a really good second pass.
I'm gonna rinse up, be back for pass 3.
Pass 3. You know what? I'm actually going to grab a little bit of soap. Maybe I didn't load it enough. I thought I did. Hopefully, with some break in, this brush will improve. Definitely got a bit of funk to it, for sure. I just think synthetics are more reliable performers. I still have some boar brushes. I think I have a horsehair brush. I don't even remember the last time I used the boar. Against the grain with the leaf. Check the description below if you're unfamiliar with this particular razor. I have a dedicated review and other information. You know, it's almost unnecessary to use this particular one today because the Wunderbar does a really good job. And it will result in a little bit more irritation. At least that's been my experience. But go for gold. Go for BBS. Alright, that's really smooth.
Gonna rinse up, be back for the beard cleanup.
Beard cleanup, back to the slant. Very nice and clean. Very light touch. Yeah, definitely more blade feel. No question about it. And if you're gonna be careless, I think this guy will bite you. There we go. Okay. That cleaned up. Didn't manage to get shaving cream all over myself today, which is good. All right, let's give this quick cold water. And we're gonna give it the alum block treatment today. Yeah, definitely a little zingy today. I'm pretty careful with the Wunderbar, but you still get some zings. They're not terrible, but they're definitely there. Some Wunderbar removes a little bit of fresh skin, or skin cells, I should say, which is the source of irritation. Okay, let that sit there for a minute or so, or just a few seconds. That's all we really need. All right. Lucky Tiger Aftershave Tonic. If you haven't tried Lucky Tiger, you should give it a go. It's not a very strong product. I would basically say it's almost scentless. They claim it has a lemon scent to it. Aftershave today, Son of Zeus by Razorock. It's not a citrus scent, but I would say it's kind of in the ballpark. It shares some similarities, plus I really like it. Son of Zeus is a fantastic scent. Sometimes I buy the aftershave first before buying the soap. And this is one of those cases where I haven't picked up the soap just yet. But Son of Zeus, awesome. Top coat, geotrumper, extract of limes. Literally, just a drop. Next to no scent, I can't even smell it. All I'm smelling is the aftershave. Beard Balm. Today we're going to use the Beard Cream by AlwaysBearded. Eucalyptus and lime, distilled pine Scotch. It smells like pine sol to me, so I guess that's where the pine comes from. Kind of a loose cream. Rub it on your hands and melt it down a bit. Definitely feels moisturizing.
good stuff. Quick comb through. That's it for today's shave, gentlemen. Thanks for joining me at OJ Shaves. Wunderbar Slant today. Tail of Old Bond Street 28mm Pure Badger. And Grapefruit Zest by Master Soap Makers out of South Africa. Do all the YouTube stuff, please. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.